This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.
A moment every one of us should remember, because I said it then, and I'll keep saying it now, and it's proven out. Dan Marino's a hell of a quarterback. I believe Dan Marino knows what he sees on the field. And as I've told you, Chris Greer, Marvin Allen, and Reggie McKenzie believed in Tua. It was the owners, and it was Flo. Those were the people that were scheming behind his back and trying to get somebody else in there. Okay? Flo even reportedly told Tua, I didn't want you, which is true. He wanted Jordan Love. How's that working out? That moment there, we talked about it a couple years back. That moment there was Dan Marino telling Tua Tagovailoa, you keep your head up, you keep going, you do your thing, you're not the problem here. Dan Marino knew Flo was a problem. The people that were in that building and this guy here, because, of course, the media had no idea. I'm the only one in the media that actually knew that Flo was, running roughshod through the building. And so they knew what was going on behind the scenes and how much of a disaster. And I think Marino has nothing but admiration. That's that Italian thing right there, the touch of the face. They give you that slap on your hand, the face. It's a tap, like they love you. It's a term of endearment that Italians have. That's what that exchange was 2 years ago with Dan Marino and Tua Tagovailoa. That's an important moment, because listen to Tua talk about Dan, and he just loves the guy. Why do you think? Why do you think? Dan Marino went through Jimmy Johnson, who was a complete asshole, and ruined the entire Dolphin offense around Dan Marino, made it impossible for Dan Marino. Dan knows what it's like to have to deal with somebody that doesn't want you. Because I forgot if you guys don't remember, but Jimmy Johnson wanted to trade him the second he took over, which probably would have been the best thing for Dan Marino. I hate to say this. As much as I love Dan, my favorite Dolphin of all time. But probably best for him. Not for us, but for him. What he had to go through with Jimmy Johnson. Tua knows what he was going through. Marino knows. That's why that moment there carries. It resonates. Because Tua had somebody that played the game, that's one of the greatest of all time, a Hall of Famer, a guy that played under fire and responded over and over again and played with some terrible offenses and defenses that he had to carry at times. And I know the receivers were good, but their running game was always garbage, and the right side of the line wasn't anything special. So please, let's not brag about something that didn't exist around Marino. So that moment means a lot. That's a foundational piece to the success you saw today, because it's his family that gives him the foundation. It's his inner belief that drives him. It's people like Marino believing in him. It's Mike McDaniel coming over saying, yeah, dude, I can win with you. I know exactly what kind of quarterback you are. I know exactly what I got to do with you, how to coach you up. Oh, shit, you're coachable? Damn, this is awesome. You nurture relationships. That's how you build them. That's how you have success. Thank Dan Marino, by the way, for what happened today. He's not the one that pulled the trigger. He's not the guy that played on the field, but he helped that young man on the field stay on the path to get to this point. So props to Marino. Bless you, my brother. Thank you for continuing to help the Miami Dolphins succeed.
This is the Big O This is the Big O Show.